We done worked all this out. Wash the hands. Let's go.
Right.
Hold on, bro.
What?
You know, cut. This ain't put no hot sauce on this fish. You don't.
He said.
That was so good.
I've been putting work in, I put in that work. I got some new work and can put you to work. I can put you to work. I've been putting work in,
Welcome to Pug's Pantry.
put in that work. I got some new work and can put you to work. Yeah, look, serving on the North, I was certainly first. That was me.
Welcome back to the Pantry. And now tuned in with PUG. And you know how we do it. Today, I'm gonna be taking y'all through a little process of getting some tasters in the house, having a special guest for you guys, my man Tart, you know, by way of the South, just like me. See, the thing is, I know you always see me tasting my own food, or anybody you see on Instagram or any food videos tasting their own food, and I'm sure you can get quite skeptical when it comes to them saying, it's so delicious. You know, I wouldn't lie, but in order to prove or to see how delicious this food really is, I figured, why not give you guys a guest and they can let you know for themselves what they think. So today, my special guest is gonna be my man, Tart, writer, comedian, actor. You've seen him on shows such as Brooklyn Nine-Nine. You've probably heard him on plenty of podcasts, heard him talking about the Clippers or the Saints. He's a good friend of mine. I've known Carl for a long time. You know, he's by way of Mississippi, just like me. So we're gonna bring Carl in, let him try this catfish. We're gonna see what he thinks. You don't have to just take my opinion for it. He's gonna let you know the final verdict. So without further ado, Tart.
Oh,
Yeah, you here, baby.
man, I was about to get in the tub.
You're here now. Now you get to eat some fish.
Well,
And you can go back and get in the tub.
it's
You know,
better than taking a bath.
yeah, you know, that fish smell good. I've been frying up in here. That fish smell getting your clothes. It'll probably do you good to do it afterwards, you know.
Thanks for having me, man.
No problem, man. So what you got going on, Carl?
I got a lot going on, man. Working on the show right now.
Yeah.
It's a pandemic, so I got as much as you can have going on in a pandemic.
It's tough out here.
But the main thing I got going on is these hunger pains. So
Yeah. We're gonna try and work that out. We're gonna try and fix that. So today we got some catfish.
Okay.
You are a guy like me from the South,
I'm from the South,
Mississippi.
Mississippi. I'm from the Gulf Coast, so
All right.
catfish is a big deal.
I am also from Mississippi. That's something I learned about you a while back. I didn't know that forever. Now, where we're from, catfish is a norm.
Mm-hmm.
It's something we do, it's something we eat. And have you ever noticed, like out here, or even in other places, people kind of like have this judgment on it, like it's not good. Like,
I just heard that recently that people don't
Same.
eat catfish. I never knew that people didn't, because I grew up eating it.
Right, the same
I grew
thing.
up catching them. I grew up when I was, 4 or 5 years old. My dad telling me, don't grab it because you'll get stung.
that's the needle, you can make you sick, all that stuff. But
you have to beat it out.
We country.
Yeah.
We country. We are that country. But yeah, I've done, in my pull-ups that I do in Los Angeles, if you don't know, check out my page. You can see a video of my pull-ups and where I, get my food out. I know Carl's come and got quite a few
Nice
plates.
good weekend plates right
Yeah, you guys can come check it out. But, for one of my pull-ups recently, I fried catfish. And I also, from there, people were responding to it like, oh man, I never had fried catfish. That was so good. Or, oh, I thought it was nasty. Or I never had it like that. I'm like, man, y'all really? Because it's a norm for us.
Yeah.
I was amazed at how many people hadn't tried it or never had it, or at least told me like the bad things they heard about it and such. So from there, I decided to do a video. I have a video on, the channel where I show you guys. You can also refer to that when you see what we're gonna be eating today. If you wanna know how to make it, refer to my page and check out the video where I showed you how to make that catfish. But I did a video, show people how to make it. And I actually had a good friend of mine hit me up a few days ago and tell me that she actually tried it and it was so good. But then of course she asked me if there was a way she could do the same type of coating and bake it. I'm like, nah.
Nah, it ain't gonna
I'm
be
like,
the same.
some things you just don't cross the line on. We're not
grease.
gonna fry bake catfish. We're gonna use that grease,
Yeah.
grease. You can't fake fry catfish. So if you're thinking about that and you're trying to come up with a way to put the coating on it and bake it to get it fried and crispy, There's no substitutions.
Man, we always promote the healthiest eating out there, the healthiest
Right,
living, but
right.
also sometimes you got to have a little fun. You got to stray.
There's no way around it. There's no way around it. You're gonna stray off. If you don't want to stray off the path, then eat some other fish.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But if you want catfish, you got it fried, and that's what it's gonna be.
Eat you some lab-grown tilapia.
There you go. People don't know that.
Yeah.
You know, that was one thing that I always had to say to people when they were like, "Oh, catfish is so gross," blah blah. And one of my friends said it, and I'm like, "You have to like tilapia." I'm like, "That's not even a real fish."
That's recycled Sprite bottles. That's what tilapia is.
I'm like, it's not even a real fish. It's like they genetically engineered. Whatever.
That fish will talk to you before you put it in the pan. No, wait.
Somebody else knows. I don't be lying to y'all. I see you got on your Saints hat.
Who that, baby? Who that nation? Black and gold till I'm dead and cold.
Yeah. So I ain't really gonna say much, but
That ain't much you can say.
I know, man. We struggling. We struggling.
You know what? There's a mutual. There's a rivalry in between. We were just talking about this before we started. There's a rivalry.
Yeah.
You know, between the Saints and the Falcons, but it's also that South love.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
it's a love-hate thing. Love-hate thing.
When the Falcons, you know, blew that 28-3 lead, I was rooting for them, you know, because you know that's NFC
But
South. Man.
I'm gonna tell you like this: we can be 0-3, we can be 0-4. Everything changes when we play the Saints. If we can get a win out of the Saints, or if we can beat them 2 times, it don't even matter. And we can be that bad and get to the Saints, and the rivalry is so deep that
It's deep.
we might have only 2 wins, and they could be the Saints. I'm
No
not saying that's
no
what
crowd
happened.
this year too. No crowd this year. We definitely saw that this past weekend
Yeah.
with Aaron Rodgers. He definitely benefited from not having that dome crowd.
Yeah, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. So, you know, I also learned recently we both like sneakerheads. What you got on down there?
Okay, today I got on these Air Forces, little pink.
Okay,
I forgot what they was called, but they got the little man on the side. You know,
who is that man?
I don't know who that is.
It's just that man.
Barack
Mama, that man over here again.
Yeah.
It's that man.
Little dude hiking up a hill or something like that.
I'm actually a big fan of pink.
Yeah.
Especially in my sneakers. I remember having a pair of Dunks, like pink and like brown in, and those were my favorite sneakers. But you know, Dunks fit a little smaller. Didn't know it. Size 12, hurt my feet. I would wear the hell out of them shoes. My feet would be in there just like this. You know what I mean?
Knuckle duck?
Like some talons just ready to grab a fish.
Feet throwing up gang signs.
Bruh. So I ended up giving them away, but the young man that I gave them to, I gifted them to, I found out he still has them. Those shoes are like 10 years old. He still has them, doesn't wear that much, so that's
Take
dope.
care of your stuff, people.
Shout out to Dylan. Appreciate you taking care of them sneakers I gave you, bro. I love it. You know me, I'm just rocking with my, you know, I'm a kind of a Jordan 11s or 1s.
All black with the midnight soul.
Got the cap and gowns over here. I'm a big fan of the, you know, Jordan 1s, Jordan 11s. Jordan 1s to me is the GOAT of all sneakers.
It fits good on. I got wide feet too. If they fit good on wide feet. My favorite Jordan is the 5, but
the 5s are very comfortable. It's kind of like throwing a couch on your foot.
Yeah, they bolts on my feet.
They bolts on everybody's foot, but it's like I said, it's like putting a couch on your feet. Like you walk around with a big ass couch, like the tongue, just like a big ass couch pillow you can rest your head on. Yeah.
Let me ask you something.
Yes, sir.
What's your favorite syrup to put on pancakes?
Syrup. You know, I honestly will go with Miss Butterworth.
Bleep that, because they're not paying us.
But you know what's funny? And my mom used to think I was a weirdo because there's a lot of things I wouldn't really, I'm probably not the best person to ask about syrups because I was never really a pancakes kid.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Let me get on out of here. It's been real.
I was a waffle kid, and you know, my mom ain't making no waffles. Like it ain't. I was like, you know, you take me to Waffle House out to eat, and I was
yeah. That's what syrup we need to figure out, how to get a gallon of Waffle House syrup.
I'm gonna work on that, and if I can't do it, like we can mask up.
Yeah.
We got to take a long drive or flight.
Yeah. The nearest one is in Phoenix. I don't know if you.
They got a Waffle House in Phoenix.
Yeah.
Oh, mask up then.
Yeah.
Yeah, we riding out.
Mask on.
Yeah, mask on. Let's get it.
Bleep them names.
Yeah.
They're not paying us.
All right, so you ready to get into this food?
Yes, I've been ready. Born ready.
Let's get it, baby. I'm hungry. Yeah. Skills, baby. So we got a little spread. You got, you know, the fried catfish. Got a little fries. Now this right here don't look that special. When we put that together and we make what I like to call the ladies' man, that fish sandwich, that's gonna hit.
All right.
Gotta have a little watermelon. I feel we both some country boys, we both some southern boys. Gotta put a little watermelon in there, a little palate cleanser.
Yeah.
Brioche bun for the sandwiches. But before we do all that, let's just start out with trying some of this fish. Just straight up fish. Go ahead and get you a little piece.
I'm going in, hands
Go,
clean.
you know what? You're right. We didn't work all this out. Wash the hands. Let's go.
Right.
Hold on, bro.
What?
You know, cut. This ain't put no hot sauce on this fish. You don't.
He said.
I forgot to put the hot sauce up there, bro. But I got you.
All right, yeah.
Yeah. You eat hot sauce.
Of course.
Okay, you was going for it. You was going for it, and I was kind
I
of.
was gonna try it first without the hot
I was
sauce.
testing you.
Yeah, listen.
All right, you can try a piece without it.
Let me try it without it first, just so I can.
I just have a bad
actual-
habit of just hot sauce.
Look, man.
Let me try it
let
without it. I ain't mean to put you out like that.
I have all these people on here thinking, nah, I'm just playing. All right, now I'm a tough critic. I be seeing you on your videos. You be
Acting like, yeah. Everybody think I'm joking, but
I'm about to see.
all right. Good, good piece of fish.
Okay.
That's a good. I'm
That's
telling you.
what
I'm kind of hesitant when I taste it and it's just so good because I'm like, there's no thing I'm putting on.
No.
It's really that good.
Everything you want on a piece of catfish.
I would never lie about it.
Well seasoned.
Now you know one
Not too
thing.
salty.
One thing I will say that I started to do that I never had done when I was growing up and having fish with my grandma and stuff is the buttermilk dredge. Like my grandma would just do the seasoning straight to the cornmeal mixture. Didn't need that. But it gives you a little bit more crisp to it.
No.
If you're not careful in shaking the excess off, sometimes it'll give you more of those crispy clumps. But I think if you do a good job of shaking the excess buttermilk and the excess batter off, then it comes out great.
The crispy clumps don't be bad too either, but I know that's not. That's not your culinary way.
Exactly.
You're a professional.
But I enjoy it.
Yeah. That's good.
It's really good. Now see, I wanted you to try like this plain. Now you see it. Now I know you already know. What's weird about this right here? What's the difference in what we probably used to coming up with?
Well, see, this is brioche.
Mm-hmm.
And this is fancy bread.
Now, what you get back home when you get a catfish plate or a piece of catfish, anything?
You get your 2 pieces of white bread.
Plain
bunny
white bread.
We got bunny bread, colonial bread.
Plain white bread.
Iron Kids.
Iron Kids, Iron Kids bread. Plain white bread. You know, we gotta make it give it a little edge, make it a little classy, but now the difference between this fish, you know, getting you some tartar sauce, a little bit of mayo on the bun, and the fixings, lettuce, tomato, red onion. This is like, I never really done it, but I tried it. It's incredible. I can't wait to get you to try that. And these things right here. You like onions?
I mean, yeah.
All right, as long as you try it, because you wouldn't think this is the game breaker. This breaks it wide open right here. There's red onions on the sandwich. That's what's gonna do the trick, trust me. So we're gonna knock this down and get to that. Now, since you know about the whole white bread, you know I do it for my pull-ups, and I was like, if I just give these folks just a little slice of white bread, they're gonna be like, well, you know, people out here don't even eat bread. But now, I'm gonna ask you if y'all did this, being from Mississippi. I noticed when I first came out here to LA, to the West Coast, you know, fruit, the tahini thing, I was like, I don't want no tahini. What is that? I don't want to put that on my watermelon. Now, I love it. Now, one thing in the South, did your people put salt on the watermelon?
Yeah.
And once I finally tried the tahini, I'm like, you know what? It's the same thing, just different. Like, it's a West Coast thing. Tahini, salt. But in the South, I remember my grandma get the watermelon out, take the salt, sprinkle salt. My dad still do it. Sprinkle salt on the watermelon.
Yeah.
Kind of like the same thing, just different.
I would do like a couple pieces with salt and a couple pieces without.
Yeah, same. And just like I do with the tahini.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know what's up.
Yeah. No salt. Also, it's gonna be hard to have a crawfish pull up, but crawfish.
Yeah.
That Worcestershire sauce. That was it right there.
It will be a really tough time to do a crawfish pull-up. I don't know. I've actually been thinking about doing a boil and maybe doing it like throwing it in some of them bags. What y'all think? Shoot some comments. Y'all want to do a crawfish boil on the pull-up? You want to see that? If you're in LA, if you're not, you can fly out here and try it. All right. Now, I gotta get him to make me one of these sandwiches.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can make yours how you want, but like I told you, gotta hit that red onion. It's a must. I go with some tartar and a little bit of mayo. Put my tartar on the bottom. That's kind of a lot, but I like tartar.
That'll work.
Yeah, it'll work it out. So here's another thing. Now, the concept of my, having my guest on, I wanted it to be like, all right, I got something I cook. You always see me kind of wowing it, but it's something I make. You really trust that it's good. I want somebody on here to let the people know whether it's good, it's okay, it's decent, whatever, however it is. And my whole goal was to maybe have the guests bring, let's say I do wings. You bring some of your favorite wings. We put them next to my wings now. Do you know anywhere? I've had fried fish. I know a couple fish spots like over on Pico by the Jamaican spots and everything. But I can't find any spots that have fried catfish. And I wanted to do that with this situation, but I just don't know.
It's definitely tough in LA, I will say. Authentic Southern style, it's tough. I've learned to like a new style.
Exactly.
Fried fish. I love LA.
Yeah, and there's good fried fish, but it's not fried catfish.
It's not.
They don't use catfish, so. And this.
You get like whiting.
Right, whiting, red snapper, things like that.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, but fortunately, since we got this banging, unfortunately, we weren't able to compare it to something else because they don't really rock like that. But, I just wanted to bring that. Like, I wanted to know if you've ever been able to find a place. Because I was looking for a place to tell you to have, pick up some, so we can compare.
Style, sure.
Yeah, same. Wasn't able to find it. A little mayo on top over here. Yeah. You like mayo?
I only use mayo on the sandwich. I never really put mayo on the, never really put, what's the other stuff? Tartar sauce on the sandwich.
Yeah, I just like tartar sauce and fish. It kind of doesn't come through too much different than the mayo, in my opinion, with everything on it.
I'm a big mayo fan.
You a big mayo fan? So you like coleslaw?
I can't eat a sandwich without mayo. Not Miracle Whip. Real
totally different.
Mayonnaise.
Yeah,
real mayonnaise.
Totally different, yes.
I don't like the sour.
Miracle Whip is the sweeter one, right?
No, it's like sourish kind of.
What's the one
got like it's a different flavor that I'm not really into.
There's one that's a little sweeter, right? What is it?
Honestly, you might be thinking of the
it's Miracle Whip, yeah, okay.
But the way I taste it, I don't taste it as sweet.
Right.
It's like a saltiness that's like, it's different. I don't know how to describe
it. I'm with you though.
This is not the show to break down Miracle Whip.
I don't like Miracle. I don't buy Miracle Whip though. So I'm with you.
The fixing plate.
Yeah, let me get you some fixings over here. Give me a little lemon.
You put the lemon on the sandwich?
I've learned, if I ever used to get it, I would never do anything with the lemon. But I learned to put a little squirt on there because sometimes I've noticed like you can get a lemon batter.
Yeah.
Like Louisiana does these batters. I've gotten a lemon batter. You can taste that lemon come through. You can taste it really come through and it's pretty cool. Also, sometimes when I season my fish, I didn't do it this time, I'll put a little lemon pepper in there and it can come through a little bit. So I hit it with a little bit of the juices. Get a little bit in there. It'll come through.
Now my palate can be a bit immature at times.
That's okay.
So
you're not gonna use that lemon, it's too much.
No, it's not even about the lemon. I have another request.
What's that?
From the crew.
Okay.
All 200 of y'all in here. Everybody masked up, shielded up. Is there any ketchup in the house?
Ooh, that's a very immature palate.
Yeah.
That is a very immature palate. We will make that work. We will get you some ketchup. Excuse me. Ketchup? All right, I'm not, hey, it's each his own, bro. Let me get you some ketchup.
No ketchup. That's fine.
Yeah. Actually, there is no ketchup. There's no ketchup in this house. Everyone is above the age of 9. So, unfortunately, there's no ketchup.
That's all right.
But in the world of today, I'm sure there's plenty of ranch.
I don't want no ranch.
Okay,
we'll just go with the mayo.
The fries, but yeah,
We'll just go with the mayo.
Okay.
And a couple dabs of hot sauce.
So, this is what I like to deem. Yeah, you got a good presentation over there, Carl. I like it. Lettuce on the
Make it look
bottom.
good.
This is what I like to call the ladies' man. And I know I made a big deal out of this beauty right here. You've seen it before, but you get to see it again.
That's good.
This is it. You ready?
Yeah.
We ain't got to really touch them, but let's hit
Still
that.
have some.
Hit that cheers real quick. Just cheers. Yeah, there we go.
Let's see what we got going on. Uh-oh.
This is so special. You see what I'm saying with that red onion? It really, that's everything. And the thing is, I want to do these for my pull-up, and you know you get those people where they're those, I don't like this type of people, and that's fine, you don't like something. I'm the type of person, I'll try anything, and I just want people to feel what I'm feeling and taste what I'm tasting and get it. And I'm just afraid some people, oh, well, can I get it no onions? And I just, no, the onion, it makes it.
Fancy restaurants don't do substitutions.
They don't do it, right? I'm that chef. No substitutions, comes that is. Ladies, man, eat it or don't. So, do you think I was being all extra or cap, no cap?
No cap.
No cap, baby.
No cap.
No cap.
I would take my hat off, but I ain't got a cut right now.
No cap. It's that good. Carl said it. I said it
The red
first.
onion is crazy, honestly. Like,
It's everything.
yeah.
It's everything. No cap, but the cap going back on. So yeah, I'm in this sandwich. Let the people know, you know, where they can find you, Carl, and what you got going on. I'm gonna knock this out.
You can find me right now if you tune in to NBC on October 8th. It's the premiere of Connecting. It's a quarantine era comedy. Stars some really dope actors. I was writer on that show. Also got some other stuff in the works that y'all gonna hear about real soon. Yeah, check me out. Follow me on Instagram at dammit_Carl. That's 2 M's, like Mississippi. And yeah, that's it, man. Check out Connecting on NBC. October 8th. Premieres October 8th.
Thank y'all for tuning in. Like I said, you wanna know how to make this catfish, this ladies man sandwich, click the link above. It'll take you straight there. You see, I didn't make it up. No cap, it's really that good. So thank y'all for tuning in. Till next time, spread love.
Serving on the North, I was certainly first. That was me. Mr. Roswell Road, the king of the curb. Whoa, whoa. I started with the perp and moved up to the sherbet. You know, how much could I earn was my only concern. I put in that work and I tripled my worth.